What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? All right, we're here with what is today? Is it Tuesday? Tuesday, June 8th. All right. How you guys doing? Finn Kaufman, yo. Connor Rush, welcome back. Blake Bastani, what's up, man? All right. Normally we talk about our Limitless Hoops book, but this is another one that I used to give all our members. And it was the only book that I had. And the reason that I made the book was because I was talking too much in practice. And I was like, dude, this is not cool, man. Like, we got to make the most out of every second of practice. Like, I hate lines. I like people just working all the time, right? Because you only have an hour, right? So you got to make it happen. Got to make it work. So I took all my speeches out and I was like, let me just write down all my speeches. How many speeches could there possibly be? Because I know that I'm repeating them. I know I am. So I wrote them all out and I came up with about 20. And I was like, oh, you know what? I can come up with 26 and come up with 6 more that I kind of say. And I'll write them all out really well and then I'll put them into a book. And I chose 26 because that's how many letters in the alphabet there were. And then I put a children's story around those stories, so every other page. And then I put it together in a book, and it was the book that I gave out every new member. And it has that's the quickness one. Right after that, or right before that's the practice one. And it just tells all these just stories. And on the other side of the page, on this side of the page, it's a story about a kid who found a flat basketball. And what's up, Bryn Marchetti? And we use this book because among the story, within the story, one, you have all my stories in it, so you don't have to hear me. But then among this, the actual story, the children's story, the kid finding the ball, it tells the story of 6 different NBA pros, legends, who helped this kid out in their own way by telling him 10 different tips about basketball, whether it be rebounding or whatever. And then I used those for our clinic. So it made sense overall. But, it just went to everyone. But when I made the Limitless Hoops book, and I made that for each grade, well, there was no more room for this book until I made it for the 3 to 6 year olds. All right. So now this one's for the 3 to 6 year olds. But now I'm in another predicament. People joining my program after the 3 to 6 year old thing, they won't be getting this book. And it costs $50 on our site, and they can use a coin. But the older kids may not want to buy it because it says 3 to 6 year olds. Only part of the book is for 3 to 6 year olds. Half of it's for older people, and then you put them all together. So this book is very, very important as well. It's not really for 3 to 6 year olds. 6 year old would not even understand the other stories. All right, it's just in our program and how it is. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get people to get this book as well. But slowly and surely. But in the meantime, know that we have all the information in the world that you ever need, and we will be slowly dispensing it to you as we go. John, did you see Tom Thibodeau won Coach of the Year? I did see that. John, I think I've already heard all of your stories. You probably have heard every single story that I have to say. Then it's so dumb. Hawks coach should have won it. Tom Thibodeau did do a great job, and I would say that if you said who overachieved, because that's basically what the Coach of the Year is. What team overachieved the most? I would say that the Knicks did. Because right now the Hawks, they aren't playing against a team that's better than them in the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hawks changed their coach at the halfway mark or something like that. And since that mark, they've actually had the same exact record that the Philadelphia 76ers have. All right, so that's why it's such an even series, even though it shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be. But so Coach of the Year is more like the guy who did the most with nothing, I guess. Jokic won MVP, but Luka or Curry should have won it. Luka should not have won it. He didn't play well all season long. Curry was close, but Jokic did amazing. Anyway, let's start it up. We have our coach. Oh, not our Coach of the Year. You guys have our quote of the day. All right, share the wealth. All right, share the wealth is a very communistic term in terms of the economy. People are like, you can't just share the wealth with everyone, because if you share, then no one's gonna want to work hard. If you share, sharing is bad, right? Nah, share the wealth. It doesn't have to be like that. In terms of basketball, it's making sure that everyone gets a touch. It's on a fast break, wide open layup, 2-on-0. Give it up to the guy. Give it up to the other your other teammate. If there's no difference, share the wealth is if you're on the bench, cheer for your teammates. All right, you share the wealth because that's how you get everyone to work hard. All right, it's not like the economy. All right, and it kind of is like the economy actually too, because if you starve people for too long, they're going to get they're going to lack invigoration. They're going to not want to work hard. And in our world, if you have people who don't want to work hard, well, then you make more money, okay, because they're not making it. And you get to rise up as they go down. And your kids get to look at homeless people and say, I don't want to be homeless, so they're scared. But in a game, if you have people who don't want to work hard on your team, I guess you can sub them out. I guess you can take more shots. But at the end of the day, you need a team. All right, so it's a lot different. In real life, you get to just step over the homeless person. You get to just ignore the person who is being lazy. On a basketball court, you can't. You must pass to these people. You must have these people play hard defense. So you're going to have to share the wealth. All right, and share the wealth in terms of like mentality as well, where you're going to have to go out there and give people compliments and actively make sure that people want to come to practice. Say great job to them. All right, so share the wealth. That doesn't mean to overboard do it toward the end of the game. You can get yours, but in terms of like just pure domination for the entire game, you probably shouldn't be shooting the entire time, because now the team will gradually, slowly but surely start triple teaming you. And then if you start passing to them toward the end, well, now they haven't practiced, right? And they weren't as good as you to begin with, so now they're going to miss. But if you do it the other way around, where you pass to them in the beginning, then toward the end, now you dominate. Now, the other team's not ready to adapt. And if they do, now your team is practiced. All right, so share the wealth. Share the wealth. All right, up next, we got swoop layup chase, athletic rebound to put back, meet post on the break, all out deny great players, miss free throw on purpose, 10 seconds plus down by 3, baseline out of bounds. If there's about 12 seconds left, baseline out of bounds, and you're down 3, you do not need a 3-pointer. All right, you can get a quick layup, and then you can press the team, and you can foul them, because then you'll have more than enough time to come back down if they happen to miss a free throw. All right, just don't overforce a 3-pointer. I will say this: on any shot, you can have everyone crash. So you have an extra person crashing the boards, because normally you would put someone back. All right, but mainly just know that this is not the end all be all of the plays. Like you don't have to shoot a 3-pointer down by 3 baseline out of bounds. That's the main point of that. All out deny great players. If you get assigned to a great player, that means that you just stare at him. All right, focusing to that level is beyond many players. They just want to like go for the loose ball. They want to help out. All these things that you've been doing, or they'll forget that they're guarding that particular man. Right? You have to have someone who isn't OCD. Nope. Opposite. Switch that. Who isn't? What's the word for those kids who are crazy? ADD. There you go. All right. You don't want a kid with attention deficit disorder. You want someone who can focus on that person's jersey and just never leave them. Because what you're trying to do is to stop one person from murdering you guys. All right. So you just guard him like that. You try to deny him everyone. Then once he gets the ball, you get up into him. You don't let him shoot open shots. Then once he drives, a double team should come. All right, and you just get the ball out of that guy's hand, and you should over-deny him everywhere. All right, last one that I'll speak about, besides the swoop layup chase from the opposite side, someone driving, and you're in the middle, is meet the post on the break. And this one I will actually show you. When you meet the post on the break, let me switch this around. All right, so you're here, and this big guy right here is going to be running down the court, okay? And you're right here on defense, all right? This guy's going to be guarding the ball, and this guy's going to be right here. All right, as this guy's running down, you're probably running with him. You don't want to run too far, because if you run to right here, a great big man is just going to step right here and seal you, and then get you really, really close to underneath the basket. You don't want him to do that. All right. So what we do is, as you're running down the court, is you stop right now. You stop, and as he keeps running, you hit him now. And if you're strong enough, you can keep him right there. But chances are you're not strong enough, and he'll push you down. But you make sure he doesn't push you down below that. So you give yourself some buffer room. So as he's running, you stop him right here, and you slow him down to about right there. If he keeps pushing you, it's probably going to be a foul. And then what you want to do is you want to jump more on this side than this side, because you don't want to come in around you this side on the front. You want to force him to go behind you. And once he goes behind you, now you can basically just let him go, and now you can stay right in front of him. All right, so that's how you can meet the post on a fast break. Moving on. All right, what do we have here in the comment section? You guys are bullying me. Luca's in Cancun. Luca is there. Porzingis' fault, man. Tingus Pingus. Connor John FaceTime Porzingis last year. Oh yeah, the FaceTime of Porzingis. That was crazy. That's probably like what was the leading cause of his decline. Let me see. Oh shit, I believed you, Finn, until Blake said something. You guys, no, you should watch it. Maybe if you text me, I'll send you the Porzingis tape. It was dope. All right. Anyways, next up, we got our homework. Hell yeah, and this section is about our Luka lover, Blake Bastani. Okay, so Blake he's been posting 6 a.m. workouts, and I just shoot it like it is. Again, don't make this into a big deal, but make it into a big deal, into a positive big deal. How this could be negative is you can say, what? Someone's talking about me? I hate this guy. Let's sue him. Okay, no. All right, or you can take it in a positive way and say, what? Someone's talking about me? How much truth is there to it? And even if it's not true, how can I change my life for the better because of it? So basically, this could be like your Michael Jordan got cut from the varsity team moment, where if he didn't get cut, he would not have become Michael Jordan because he didn't push him. So Blake Bastani quit Sports Strong because they weren't good enough. Basically, is what he said. He said that he was averaging a triple-double, that they weren't pushing him enough, blah, blah, blah. And then he joined MVP Flight, who I have always said, do not join MVP Flight. All right, but he joined MVP Flight. He said that practices are tougher. Okay, there's that. All right, doing 4 a.m. one day. Wow. All right, well, the coach from Sports Strong contacted me, and he's like, we smashed Blake's team right after he quit. And I was like, well, yeah, he told me about that. He said he didn't play very, very well. I was like, but he is still working. And I said he's up to 4 hours a day. And the guy's like, really? And so I sent him a video. I sent him our playlist. And then the guy looked at it and he's like, he's not even going hard though. And I said, I know. I always mention that to him. And I said, people who aren't natural basketball players don't know how to go hard during practice. To them, it's practice. It's walking. All right? And you are walking during those workouts. But I also told him at least it's a start. At least he's doing something. He's doing something better than playing video games. To which he said, "You are right." All right. But huge but. Where else was I going? You do create bad habits by going so slowly. So people who go slow during practice, they're thinking, if I go fast, I won't be able to work out longer than 20 minutes because I'll be so tired. So what they do is they go slow and they work out for 4 hours. But when you go slow, all of a sudden all your moves in the game are slow. All your thinking in the game is slow. You're used to slow play. Maybe your thinking in the game is fast, and maybe your play and all your moves are fast during games, but you've never practiced the fast one. So now you mess up during the games because the fast ones are different than what you've been practicing all those hours. All right? John, you say I'm not a natural basketball player, but I go hard. You do. Yeah, you're not a natural basketball player, but you do go hard. So you're like the opposite. But so that's a very good sign. So you had a bad game though. But again, when I send that to people, when I show them your playlist, show out. All right? I want you guys thinking someone may be watching the entire time. So that's why we post it online. So post it online and know that anyone can be watching. That could have been a coach that I sent that to, a college coach. Is a college coach going to look at your workout like, this guy can play at UCLA? Are they going to be like, was this at the end of his workout when he was dead tired? All right. And the most notorious guy doing this is our all-time leader in attendance, Ian Salmon. And I would always tell him, Ian, you're walking. You're barely moving. And it was horrible. You looked so bad. And it looked like you just didn't want to be there. All right. And I know it's not true for all you guys, but you got to go hard. You got to go hard. All right. So even if you have to do like bigger rest, go hard. If all you can do is 2 seconds, okay, do 2 seconds hard rather than 10 minutes slow. All right. So great job posting the video. That is a great start. But don't create bad habits and show off for people. All right. Show off. All right. Let's switch it up a little bit. We got the picture of the day. Jokic winning the MVP honors, but then losing the game. But it's okay, though. Some videos I post randomly get a lot of views, and other ones that have like one. Yeah, don't worry about the views. Just worry about posting the stuff. All right. But yes, Nuggets big man Jokic wins the MVP honor. Definitely deserving. He was amazing this year. I mean, like, any team would love this guy. All right. His mix between being a passing and a big man and a three-point shooter, it's unbeatable. And a rebounder, it's crazy. So, he's up there. He doesn't do it that well against other bigs, but he definitely made his team get better and has a great chance of winning the whole thing, actually, this year. And by winning the whole thing, I mean losing to the Nets. Whoever comes in second place this year is the real champion, so maybe he can come in second place. All right, next up, we got a commercial. So that was Dave's job right there. Just happened to play the day after he was here. But he'll be back some other days. The Warriors are the real winners this year. I don't know about that. I would say the real winners this year are, the Nets, obviously, but the Nuggets have solidified themselves in the top team bracket. The Suns. Oh, that's enormous winnings this year. I would say the Mavs. And the Warriors did not do bad. They didn't do bad. Minnesota Timberwolves finished really, really strong. And now they're also going to get a draft pick. The Hawks did amazing. They are doing amazing. The Knicks. There you go. That's the list of all the winners for this year. I can't think of another team that could consider this year a win. The Nets have to win. The Nets have to. Yeah, you're right. If the Nets lose, they are losers. Yeah, that would be horrible for them. All right. Let's move on. We got our middle school workouts. 1-on-1, 5 seconds from half. We had John show up yesterday. John Sanford. All right, so we're up to about 7 potential people for the show now. I want to get that number up to about 100, but we have to start first. And the girl from yesterday that I met, the woman from yesterday that I met, Calais Papelo, you can see her mixtape online. When she does the show, I'll show you the mixtape here as well. But she's a very, very good basketball player, like bigger time than I was in college by far. And she knows basketball, and she's actually interested in doing the program, like very interested. And she wants to be involved. It's going to be a little different because she knows what she's doing. I'll make her like a partner. I mean, so that would be really, really exciting. And yeah, so we'll see where that goes. All right, middle school stuff. We got 1-on-1, 5 seconds from half, 3-on-3, no dribbles, post positioning on swing, unintentional intentional fouls, fouling with fouls to give, up by 5 with 3 minutes left. If you're up by 5 with 3 minutes left, managing a lead, weighing patience versus aggression means just win the game. All right, you can't hold the ball for too long, especially if there's a shot clock. You're still trying to score, but you have to skip all the first things, like where you're coming up the court, chucking up a 3 or going 1-on-5. You have to pass the ball around first. This is if you have a lead with a few minutes to go. Now you only make smart plays. All right, that's the difference between like someone smart like LeBron James and a younger player like Kobe when he was younger, not doing the right things at the end of games. All right, so if you want to be a mature player, you have to recognize we have a semi-big lead with 3 minutes to go. Now it's winning time. Get the ball in the hands of our best player every single time. Now is not the time to be like, hey, I'm an auxiliary player. Let me just take a 3. An ill-advised 3 for the on my first pass. No, if you get it after a swing, sure, but you go to your best player, you try to get fouled, and you just end the game. It's not time to get yours. It's time to finish the game. All right. So that's a big thing. And then the other one is intentional foul. If you foul intentionally, you can't just grab someone. You can't punch someone. You can't push someone. You got to go for the ball. All right. Telling the ref beforehand, hey, we're going to intentionally foul them is a great way as well, so that you don't foul them and then they don't call it, then the other team like just wastes more time. All right, so be sure that you understand that. 1, go for the ball. 2, foul them hard. 3, tell the ref beforehand that you're going to intentionally foul. All right, and 4, don't scream foul, because they do not like that. All right, and then the last one that I wanted to talk about was post positioning on swing. What do we have here? Finn, I agree. No bias either. You guys are both biased. The Thunders will be good in 7 years. The Thunders might be great. Kobe airballing five times. Exactly. All right. Let's go to the post positioning on the swing. All right. So let me switch my court real quick. All right. So if we're right here and the guy's in the post and we have some guys on the outside right here. All right. All right. What we want to happen is this. All right. You have to be in the right position. Positioning is huge. And basically, you want to be in between the ball and the man. But if you're right here and they swing the ball and this guy gets to get you stuck behind him, now you're in trouble. Boom, alley-oop, dunk, boom, shakalaka. So what you want to do is you want to be on the top side of him.
This is a reminder. Trivia time.
It's trivia time. Right after this, trivia time. All right, so you want to be on the side of him. But if you're on the side of him, you can't stop this pass. So you want to be on the side of him, but you also want your arm out. There are no arms on these little circles, but imagine his arm being out. Okay, so that's how you want to deny. You want to be on the top side, so he can't seal you on any kind of skips. Okay, so now if he's there, boom, you get to jump off and stay in front of him. All right, so you're on the top side, right there, close to him. Now, as they pass the ball up, if they pass the ball to right here, you have to jump off. You don't want to be near your man. So this is like geometry, okay? You have to be in the middle of the passing lane right now. All right, now it doesn't matter how far away you are, besides the fact that you're leaving a lane open. So you want to be right in the middle, with your hands straight out, with your hands up. All right, as they pass the ball, as this guy flashes. Now you don't want to stop him too early. You want to stop him, but then give. So you got kind of just buffer him right there. All right, so that's the positioning. You jump off when he doesn't have the ball. Then as he comes up, you buffer, and then you stop him like that. As they swing it, you have to jump off during the swing. You want to be right here in the middle. Again, very, very simple. As he comes, you want to do the same thing again, and you always want to be in the right position. All right. Now the hard one is when he goes from here to there. You want to face the ball and keep your contact. If you're not touching them right here and you face the ball, now he can psych you out and stay up. So you want to touch him, remain in contact. As he's sliding down, you face him. You face the ball, so you turn your back to your man by touching him, and then you go to the top side of him, just like you were on the opposite side. It's hard to show here, but that's how you do it. And if they pass the ball down low, now you can get all the way around him. because now it doesn't matter because he can't really swing that pass from there as easily. Got it? So that is low post positioning. Very, very hard to do like that to show on the board, but it's even harder to show in person, so it's just a hard thing. Next up, we got our trivia time. All right. So for trivia, we had, who did we have today for trivia? Oh, we had the Shaq and Kobe beef. All right. Here's a fake trivia question. Why is the title Shaq and Kobe beef very ironic? All right. The Shaq and Kobe beef. Of course, beef means that you are fighting with each other. They had a beef for so many years, like a decade, right? And Shaq and Kobe beef would be funny because Kobe is a type of meat. Yes. Okay. Anyways, Kobe steak, I believe. I don't know. Anyways, that's what it was. I don't know if it was named after that or named after a place in Japan. I'm not really sure. But the Shaq and Kobe beef lasted for a long time, and it was basically like it was. I don't know whose fault it was, but I would say it's more Shaq's fault. All right, because there's a steak that's Kobe. Good job, Blake Bastani. I think it's a rich person steak too. So Shaq didn't like the fact that Kobe didn't pass on the ball, but really, Shaq should always get the ball. All right, but Kobe didn't like the fact that Shaq didn't work hard. All right, so, and that was true. And if you don't work hard, screw you, right? Kobe was coming there all in the beginning of the season, like ready to go, and Shaq was coming like a fat slob. And then like Kobe had to carry the team. He had to. No one else could. Even Shaq was like, "Thank you, brother." All right. And then after like months, when Shaq got in shape, he was like, "Okay, now it's my team again." And Kobe's like, "What?" So it was always like back and forth like that. So they won 3 championships, but dude, they could not survive together, right? Sad, but it is what it is, right? But they both, I mean, it's weird. I think Kobe was cool with like Shaq like being there, and he wanted him to work harder, but he was still just like, okay, I guess I'll do what I'll do. And Kobe should have been less selfish for his like shot selection and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he was giving Shaq his stuff. Shaq just wanted more, and Shaq wanted Kobe to do a lot less. He even asked Kobe to opt out of his contract. He wanted Kobe gone. It's crazy, right? And then he even said, "Hey, I think that once we had all these like superstars on our team, he wanted Kobe to just be a passer." All right, so like I mean that is a tough pill to swallow. All right, and especially when like the case in point of it all was that Shaq said that Kobe didn't hang out with the team. He wanted him to be partying with the team, and Kobe was like, "I want to read in my room and prepare for the game." So, I mean, I always give it to guys like that, guys like Jimmy Butler and all these little feuds. But this one lasted so long, but they eventually forgave each other. And Shaq even like was spitting some rhymes about Kobe at a club. You can look that up because he said some bad words. All right, but I don't know. It was a crazy, crazy time. But here's the question from that. All right, the question is. And good luck. We got Ren Marchetti has 2 points. Finn Kaufman has 3 points. And Blake, Lucas, and Connor all have 0. All right. So after Shaq got traded from the Los Angeles Lakers to the Miami Heat, when did Kobe re-sign with the Lakers? All right. After Shaq got traded, when did Kobe re-sign with the Lakers? That is the trivia question for the day. Good luck, good luck, good luck. And let me know the answer. Who's got it? Do. In the meantime, I'm going to show the story of the day. The story of the day is like this. The minute you start talking about what you're going to do if you lose, you have lost. The minute you start talking about what you're going to do if you lose, you have lost. There was a girl named Haley at St. Mary's. She bought her tickets to Hawaii for spring break. They had to lose the game in the NIT to allow her to go to spring break, but they won that game. As soon as they won, she was crying that she couldn't go to her spring break thing. That's a loser right there. I'm sorry that I mentioned her name, but yes, that's crazy, right? The minute that you start talking about what you're gonna do if you lose, you've lost. So stop talking about that. And the winner is the same day. Yes, the same day. So I know Blake said the right words, but no, it was the same day as Shaq, and that is a Finn Kaufman win. Great job, Finn. So you are now at 4. Great job so far for the month. Keep going, keep going, keep going. For the movie of the day, we have Love and Basketball. It's a great movie, not just a movie for a date, but a great movie just to watch, especially for you 8th graders out there. It's about this girl and this guy growing up. The guy tries to go to the pros. The girl tries to go to the pros. I think one of them gets hurt. It was a very, very good coming of age movie. I like it a lot, but girls love this movie more than anything on earth. So if you watch this movie, know that you're doing so for a date later on. Trust me. You want to watch this movie just to have it in your arsenal of movies. All right. Anyway, that's my time. Also wanted to talk about Porzingis and zone cutting. All right, real fast. I know I'm going over my time, but for zone cutting, because the high school workouts, sorry, I forgot to mention those. The high school workouts, it's clockwork passing, zone cutting, ball and hold drill, jump ball positioning, taking the last shot, post entry plus kick out. For zone cutting, Porzingis doesn't cut. He stays out on the wing, right? He should cut. He barely cuts. And I think he's either dumb, he doesn't know, or he's lazy, or he's scared. And for Porzingis, I think he's scared. Scared of getting injured again. For me, I was the same way in college. I was scared. I was scared of messing up. But just so you guys aren't dumb, know that in a zone or in a man, anytime that you see an open area, you sprint there and you cut. So now you know. You cut back door. You want to keep moving. So now you can't be dumb. So if you guys aren't doing that kind of stuff, are you lazy or are you scared? All right, make sure that you're not either of those. All right, and go out there and do all that you can. And great job to Finn and Blake. You guys both kind of answered it, but Finn answered it first. Great job to everybody, though. Make sure you guys are working, but also work hard. All right, show off for me, okay? Show off for me. Good luck, and I'll see you guys later. Our next workout is Thursday. All right, Thursday at 6:30 at random. I will see you guys then. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace, everybody.